Hello you guys, and welcome back. Welcome back to another week in my life. I've been having a lot of fun filming these recently, so I figured I would film another one this week. It is Monday night. This morning I was just editing and I actually filmed a video. I don't know if it's up yet. I have a little bit of stuff to clean up from that video as well, so we're gonna go do that here in a second. I am freezing though. I literally just changed into my pajamas because I was so cold, and I know what I'm about to say next might not make any sense either, but I want to make a Ninja Creamy tonight because that just sounds delicious and amazing. And if I have to put on my heating pad and wrap myself up in blankets, that's what I'll do in order to have ice cream. I just love ice cream that much. Plus I'll probably have like a hot tea before bed or something too, maybe, so that'll even out my temperature. Cleaning up my filming mess, Ninja Creamy. I kind of want to color. I definitely want to read my book, maybe play like Animal Crossing or The Sims. I don't really know what kind of cozy hobby we're gonna get into tonight. But Luke is gone at band practice. He has band practice every Monday with his friends. So I'm just chilling at home on Mondays, and I just get to have some me time, which is kind of nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop in my audiobook, which is of the current book that I'm reading. I'm kind of hybrid reading it right now, and it is Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillick. I got the audiobook on Libby at the same time as this was on my monthly TBR, so I figured I would just go ahead and hybrid read it. I am enjoying it so far. I don't really have any crazy thoughts on it yet. I will say I read the first one, One Dark Window, last year around this time, and I had to watch like a full TikTok recap thing. Like I was like 3 parts because I did not remember what was going on because the magic system is so unique and complex in this, and I really enjoyed the first one last year, so I'm excited to continue reading it. So I'm gonna pop in the audiobook and we are just gonna go ahead and get going with our night. I've actually never put cookie dough in it. It kind of mixed the cookie dough into the ice cream, like the dough part, but like the chocolate chips aren't, so maybe it's more like cookie dough, like actual ice cream just with chocolate chips. I don't really know. We're gonna try it. It's good. I don't normally use cookie dough because Luke doesn't really like cookie dough, and we normally eat this together, but since I'm here tonight by myself, I thought it'd be nice, and it does taste good. I think I might actually put some more like bits into it, like with my spoon and not with the Ninja Creamy, but good to know that the Ninja Creamy doesn't really mix cookie dough the way I thought it would. Also, we have the deluxe, so they're just like bigger. We actually got the Ninja Creamy for our wedding, like as a wedding gift, and it makes so much. Like this was only up to here whenever I started mixing it. Yeah, I'm gonna add more of this in there and then just like mix it up with my spoon. But my audiobook slash my physical book that I'm reading right now, Two Twisted Crowns, just got a little bit interesting with one of the plot lines that they're doing, so I'm like really excited to see where it goes, and I'm even more excited to like sit down now with my Ninja Creamy and read a little bit of it. So good. Yesterday I did a ton of computer work. I feel like sometimes my editing schedule could be really chill, and other times it's kind of like this week where I'm editing a lot more and I'm having to create a lot more content just because I have like sponsored content going on that's going to be up for next month, or I guess technically this month whenever you're watching this. So that was what I was doing all day yesterday, and all this morning I have just been a little editing. I was about to say goober. Why would I say that? Don't know. Tonight I'm really going to try and just have a chill, relaxed night. Luke is about to be home in like an hour or so, and I think we're gonna hang out a little bit tonight. I know on Monday night I was talking about doing some sort of cozy hobby, but I just ended up reading because my book was getting good. And I actually feel like I could focus a little bit better on Monday night, but I think I might do some coloring tonight, maybe. Coloring is just my go-to, like, brain off, stress relief hobby. I love coloring so much. Luke is now home and we are both pretty hungry, so we're gonna make some homemade pizzas tonight just because I thought it would be fun. So we have some pizza crust from the store and all the ingredients. Wait, did we buy pizza sauce? Oh, bet. Okay, we're good. I thought that was pasta sauce. Pizza, scale of 1 to 10.
It was fine. It was okay. It was like a 6.5 or 7.
Okay.
Pizza, so you know.
That's fair. I would also say it's a 7. It was a little soft in the middle, a little doughy.
Mine was a little burnt.
Love. Anyways, we're gonna play the wavelength game for a little bit. I just bought this at Barnes, I think like about a week ago, because I was trying not to buy a book and I've wanted this game for a while, so I got it and I'm really excited. We don't play it really by the rules. We just kind of
do.
I mean, like,
whatever, we're not, well,
I mean, like, we don't have like a team or anything like that to play with, and like the rules are very specific about like having like a certain number of people and stuff like that. Yeah. Katie and Luke's version. Basically how you play is you get a card and it has like 2 different things on it. So it has like movie or film is this one.
So I wouldn't be able to see it here. So you spin this and then close it. Well, and then she'd be like, which, you know, like, where is it on this scale?
You gotta start over. That was not a good explanation. And then you have this thing. Okay, so whatever. This is in a certain area. So we have movie and film, and then this is in a certain area. And basically, the person who knows where this is has to give a clue to the other person to guess where this area is. So it's like this for the other person, and they have to like move this to figure out where it is. And then if you get it, then you get a point or whatever. Was that good?
Yeah. And if you in the 2-player version, if you get a 4, you get an extra card added to your pile. You start with 7 cards and then run out the round ends.
Points are based off of like which one you get it in, I guess, if that makes sense. So there's 2, 3, and then 4. And this is where we're at. It's flavorless versus flavorful. I'm just gonna say like oregano.
Oregano?
Yeah.
It's like pretty flavorful. It's not the most flavorful thing. 2 points.
2 pointers. 2 pointers. I just thought of it because we put it on a pizza.
That's what we're looking at, chat.
Why do all guys say chat? What is that?
You don't know what that means?
No.
It's like Twitch streams, like Twitch streamers. Whenever they're like what do you guys think, chat? Like they're talking to the chat.
So like the live stream.
Yes.
Okay.
How does she not know
I'm
this?
sorry. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna go with The Rock.
I gotta think about how you would classify a good versus bad actor. You definitely don't know a ton of stuff that he's been in. But he's also like, whatever, he's in so much stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't classify him as like a great actor. I mean, like, all I remember him in is like The Game Plan. That was a great movie.
So
okay.
You're not getting any info out of me.
This feels so mean. No. Okay. I don't know. I moved on to good actor side. Let's see. I just felt mean saying he was a bad actor.
Like, it's like a joke that he's just like, he's
not a good actor, but he's in so much stuff.
Just because he's buff.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm moving the camera because the lighting was bad. We have dangerous job versus safe job, and this is where we're at. I am gonna say, like, chef. It's safe versus dangerous job.
It's like right in the middle, honestly. Like, it's not really a dangerous job, I wouldn't say, but it's also not, like, you could burn yourself, you could dump your hot oil all over yourself, you could cut yourself, you know, there's some danger. Wow, blunder. Epic blunder by me.
Oh, we still got 2 points. Let's go.
Casual versus formal. Going to the cafe, getting you a coffee in the morning.
Casual versus formal? I'd say that's pretty casual. But I wouldn't say that's like fully casual. Like, it's not like you're going to like the gas station and grabbing me a cafe. Cafe? What's that? Oh no. I'm gonna go right about here. Okay, reveal. Let's go!
Yeah, what can I say? Going to a coffee shop is about that formal / casual, so.
We have dry versus wet right here. I'm gonna do like a person whenever it's like sprinkling outside.
This is fully dry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can't be that.
A person when it's raining lightly outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it here because Katie's trying to eat. You're 50% to fully wet when it's sprinkling?
Well, you're not wet, you're not dry.
Stealing.
That's pretty bad. Like, I'd say that's forbidden. But then, like, you could also think of like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to get mean.
You could say that.
That's close. Fragile versus durable. I think I know what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for my phone. Nobody else's phone. My phone.
This current one hasn't been that fragile.
My phone.
Is this the joke? Okay. I'm gonna say hisoka.
He's kind of evil. He only does something if it also benefits him. I would say he's at least a little evil. I don't think I did well. Oh.
It was literally exactly in the middle.
Bad habit and good habit, and this is where we're at. No, I'm gonna say stealing.
Is stealing a good habit? No.
Great job! I just finished up my coloring page from last night and I added like the little white highlights and stuff. And let me just say, first and foremost, you know how I was talking about last night how coloring is just like the best thing to relieve my stress? Oh my gosh, I literally felt such a crazy difference after I was done coloring, and even while I was coloring, because I was just listening to my little audiobook, vibing, chilling, wasn't thinking about anything else, and it is just such a great form of like escapism for me. I will say I'm not the best at doing the white highlights and stuff, but I'm definitely learning as I go. I know that they're not all like in the right spots and stuff. I just kind of put them wherever I feel like putting them or wherever feels right, and it's just kind of fun to do. And I feel like that is all that matters. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like art worthy or anything like that. It's just such a fun, nice, mindless hobby. Lately I have been really wanting to make my own chai. I really want to make my own like chai blend, but I do have some tea bags already. These are from Target like a long time ago. Actually, I just never really ended up using them because I feel like I didn't use them in the right way. I don't even remember how I used them. So I think I'm going to make an iced chai today with one of these instead of having a concentrate. I also feel like I don't have chai enough throughout the week because whatever, I'll have normally like one fun beverage a day. So I'll have like my hot tea in the morning and then like I'll drink water throughout the day. But other than that, like I'll have like an Olipop or a Poppy or a Diet Pepsi or a chai or some other type of drink that we have in the house. I don't know, I just feel like having a fun drink is just a fun thing. Or I'll have just like regular green tea quite a lot. I feel like in the winter, I do normally just have a ton of green tea. But I just feel like having a fun little drink, like it just adds to the experience of just living life. And I just love that. So we're gonna try doing this today. We'll see how it turns out. Definitely smells really strong and like chai. I definitely do like my chai lattes like stronger and spicier. I feel like sometimes they can be kind of like watery and milky almost, and I'm just not really into that. I've let this seat for about like 10-ish minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And then I also added like a little bit of cinnamon in it. Maybe a little bit too much, we're about to find out. I always find whenever I put cinnamon in like the hot water before I make an iced chai, it just like turns out better. I don't really know the science behind it. I think it like melts a little, I don't know. And then earlier whenever I put the kettle water in here, I did also put a little bit of honey in here so it would melt with the hot water. Let's take this puppy out. I'm gonna put in some soy milk. I feel like that's a good color. Adding in the ice. That went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. It might look a little milky for my personal taste. I guess we're gonna have to wait and try. I also have some sugar-free brown sugar, I can't say words. Some sugar-free brown sugar syrup that I can put in if I so choose. I love the taste of brown sugar. I just feel like, especially in a chai, it just adds a lot to it. Let's see how it tastes though just with this. Not good. Not good would be the answer. Maybe we'll add a little bit of this. I don't know, just to make it like drinkable. I normally just do it like this. I don't know if this is good or not, but all right, that was some foreshadowing there, folks. Literally spilled this all over myself. This turned out really great, as you can see. Just cleaned out my mess, tried it again, added a little bit more brown sugar into it. Don't think I'll be drinking this. I think the reason why I don't like a milkier chai, I don't like milk. I just don't, never really have, don't think I ever really will, especially just by itself. And if there's not enough like chai, oh, got a notification, I guess. Anyways, if there's not like enough chai flavor, I just don't really like it and I don't really want to drink it. So I don't think I'm gonna drink this, unfortunately. I've actually been thinking about trying to make my own chai concentrate because I feel like whenever I go out and buy a chai concentrate, it's too much because I normally don't have a chai every single day and then it's just like too much, so it goes to waste because I don't use it in time. And I've been thinking about just making my own with like spices and stuff, so maybe I'll do that sometime soon. And then I can also control like how much of it I make as well so it doesn't end up going to waste. But I don't know, I'm just nervous that it's gonna be a long road until we get there. I don't know what happened though. I used to make some good chai when I was living at my parents' house, not like the last house I lived in, but the house before that. Oh my gosh, like it was so good and like I was on my game, but I feel like ever since then it just hasn't been as good, unfortunately, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It could also be the soy milk, maybe the soy milk does something. I don't really know. This was really a shot in the dark because honestly doing stuff like this with tea bags just like never really works for me. Even whenever I try to do like iced raspberry tea, it never really works. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's fine. So I also think sometimes it might get like watered down by the ice, so I've thought about putting it in the fridge for a while just to seep in there. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any tips on like making chai or just like anything like that. Making a latte in general. I don't like coffee, although I haven't tried coffee in a really long time. We do have a Breville, actually. We got it for our wedding, or as like a gift from our wedding, and Luke loves coffee, but he drinks it black, which I don't know if I could ever do that. I'm almost tempted to like try coffee again, but I feel like I would want to be sure that the first one that I try would actually be one that I would like. I don't know. All I know is that my hot tea has never done me wrong. So I love my hot green tea, my hot raspberry tea, my hot black tea. It always comes out good. You know, I can't fail. A little bit of honey, the kettle, you know, it's easy as that. And I feel like every time I do this, it unfortunately does not end well for me. Last night we ended up doing trivia with our friends. We go almost every Thursday. It's kind of like just a recurring thing that we do. I feel like there's a week every once in a while where we don't go, but we did go last night and it was really fun. I feel like trivia is such a fun activity, especially in the winter time, to do with your friends. But in the summer they do it outside and it just has the best vibes during the summertime as well. But I feel like during the winter it's nice just as like something to do, and it's also free. I mean, obviously it is at a bar, so you can get a drink drink or whatever. They have free popcorn there too, I'm not gonna lie. Jordy and I, because I go with Jordy and then some other friends, and we crush their free popcorn. Like, there is no tomorrow. Their popcorn is so good there. So that was really fun. I feel like one thing I really wanted to focus on this year was just being social in general. I think sometimes I get a little holed up in my house, especially because a lot of my friends don't live here. So I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit more and make new friends and just kind of really cultivate the friendships that I do have here. But I do have some reading updates for you guys. I ended up finishing Two Twisted Crowns. Tell me why I was in my bed crying a little bit at the end of this, specifically about the connection that our female main character and like the little voice in her mind had together. Like, never would have expected me to like tear up a little bit about that. And I haven't been crying a lot with books recently. Well, that's not entirely true. I feel like I don't cry at like every single book anymore. So I don't know. I was kind of shocked by that, to be completely honest. I really enjoyed this. Sorry if the camera angle changed a little bit. I had to switch out my camera battery. Also, the romance in this book was honestly, like, I was kind of loving it. And I really like the different perspectives that we got in this, because we did not get those in the first book. It was just Elspeth, our main character's perspective, which I still really enjoyed. But I feel like the different perspectives in this really make this book shine. And the magic system is just so unique. And honestly, I am kicking myself for not reading this book sooner. And this just goes along with what I have been saying so much so far this year about 2025 being the year that I not only finish series but also just consecutively read series more like back to back instead of waiting a year to finish a duology. Because honestly, if I would have finished these a little bit more back to back, I think that this would have had like the chance to be like a 5-star series, and that makes me kind of excited to reread it. I will say the magic system is so incredibly unique, and I think because of that I was forgetting a few things that I learned, but I had to look up like a ton of random TikTok videos to try and re-engage my memory of like the magic system, because I understand like how the cards and stuff like that work in it. But I think what confused me the most was like the myths and like trying to remember exactly what everything does and how everything like works together but also doesn't, and also the political system. It was very good. I cannot wait to talk more about this in my wrap up. I did go ahead and start a new book though. This is On a Quiet Street by Serafina Nova Glass. This was on my February TBR, and this is the book that Brooke got me for Christmas and has been dying for me to read. This is a mystery thriller. You guys know me. You know I don't do the scary. Brooke, I'm just saying right here, okay? You might have me switching up because I am eating this up. I have been binging this today and I am on page 172. Like, who would have thought? Me? Mystery thriller girly? I'm shook just as much as you guys are that I am eating this up. I will say there are a lot of YA thrillers. Like, I love the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. Why did I say trilogy? What? I love that series. I love The First Naturals, but there are also a few other like mystery thriller books that I didn't really like love, but they also didn't scare me. I think I'm just afraid of getting scared that I don't read them. But I honestly think at this point, I mean, who knows, maybe this book gets like real scary and I just don't really know it. I think I can handle it though. Like this type of mystery thriller where it's not like scary ghosts and random things popping out, you know? And also this isn't a movie or a TV show, so I can like read it at my own risk, you know? Like I can put it down if I'm getting a little spooked, but it's not even like spooked like that. Like it's just like different. Like I'm just on the edge of my seat. I want to know what happens. Depending on how the second half of this book goes, this might be like one of my first 5-star thriller mysteries. I don't think I've ever rated a thriller mystery a 5-star actually. I'm also intrigued to see how I like the rest of it, because if I do enjoy it, I'm gonna start reading almost everything that this author has written. I've never really heard of her. When I'm looking up top of my bookshelf, I have like all the thriller mysteries I've read, which are only what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only read 8. This will be my 9th. And I think only the second Good Girl's Guide to Murder book came close to being a 5-star. I think I rated it like a 4.5, 4.75. But other than that series and the Naturals, I didn't really enjoy the rest of them. And I am like so shook that I am enjoying this. And I'm honestly like really excited and intrigued to know what is going to happen. Who knows? Maybe I'll binge the rest of it tonight. Who knows? We had some Costco pizza for dinner for the first time tonight. First of all, under $10 for that huge pizza. Are you kidding me? Such a steal. One of the biggest pieces of pizza I've ever seen, and the pizza was actually pretty good. So I feel like we're definitely going to be buying from them. And I realized that I've had pizza twice in this video, and I also had leftover pizza from the night that we made pizza, like homemade pizza, last night for dinner as well. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm a pizza lover through and through, and I feel like there's so many different types of pizzas. Every pizza tastes different, even if it's like the same style, you know what I'm saying? I just love pizza, and that's kind of that on that. Like, if you see me eating pizza for every meal, mind your own business. I've been eating this book up though. I am now on page 232, so I have less than 100 pages left. I believe this is like a 300 pager. Yeah, it's 304 pages, but it is just so interesting and intriguing, and honestly like really fast paced. I've also been listening to a little bit of the audio while I've been doing a few things around the house today. Like I did a ton of laundry, and let me just say that audiobook made laundry fun. There's 3 different perspectives, and they're also like clear and concise as to who is who, and everybody's just like so different. And every time we get a new POV, it's like I'm getting a new piece of the puzzle. It's like I'm getting a little bit of tea. And this book is literally just about 3 honestly like really smart bad women who are unfortunately around a few shitty men, and what these women have been doing. It's just been so interesting to be inside their brains, and I'm really interested to see how this is gonna go, how it's gonna get pulled off or not get pulled off. And this is definitely like a scary situation, but I'm not like scared personally, which I think is what sways me away from like thriller mysteries just in general. But this book might be opening doors. It might be opening doors for me to be a thriller mystery girly. I feel like this also just proves that like your taste can change at literally any time. Like last year, you don't call me dead picking up this book, but all of a sudden I'm just like, I'm eating it up. I'm loving it. I just want to keep reading it. Oh my god. No. Oh gosh. I just finished this, and all I have to say is holy shit. Like, what just happened? So shook. I don't read a lot of mystery thrillers, so I'm gonna need a minute to like recollect my thoughts and stuff like that. But wow. Honestly, wow. I cannot wait to talk about this more in my wrap up, which is probably up before you see this video, but wow. I watched the most recent episode of The Traitors today, and the cliffhanger it left me on was actually so crazy. I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but I will just say I cannot stand Danielle currently, and I feel like she is not playing a good game. Personally, I really like Carolyn, I really like Gabby, I like Dylan. I don't really like Brittany, to be completely honest. Once we got to like a certain point in the season, everybody else was kind of just like there. Like it almost kind of felt like those were the only people that were actually even like playing the game. So I don't know, I'm interested to see what happens come next Thursday, I guess, but I'm also like kind of disappointed just in this season overall. And if it ends up going the way I do not want it to go, I'm going to be very, very upset. But I think next week is the finale actually, so I'm interested to see if the Traitors or the Faithfuls win. Today's just been a really nice and kind of like chill, relaxing Sunday. This morning we had Luke's family over for breakfast, which was actually the first time that we have had them like over officially, even though we've been living here for like 2 years. But it kind of just does make sense most of the time for us to just go over to their house because their house is bigger for all of us. But it was also kind of nice because they haven't seen our apartment where it's kind of like more homey and done. They really only saw it during like the moving process, so it was kind of nice to have them over for a change. They also brought us some flowers and a cute little vase, which was super, super sweet of them. Luke, Duncan, and I also stopped at the library for a little bit. I really haven't explored our local libraries. We have 2 that are pretty pretty close to where I live. The one that's closer to me is like a little bit older, and it's like nice, but it doesn't have as many spaces to like work at where I could like bring my computer and stuff or just like sit and read. It's kind of just mainly books. Like they have stuff going on there, but it's not as much of a community space, I guess, like kind of giving like workspace space at that one. But this newer library, I think it got built in like maybe like, I don't know, like 2010 or something like that. But the first time I went there, I used to go there during college to like study and stuff, but I really didn't go there a lot. But even since then, so much has changed and it just looks so good. And I cannot wait to go back there soon. So we did a little exploring and some reading. I'm reading a book right now for a different video that will be coming out sometime in March. And then we just had Chipotle for dinner. And we also went to Michael's earlier today because I have been wanting to start a new hobby. I know I have so many hobbies that I talk about with you guys, but I've really been wanting to get into paint by numbers, but I feel like those big ones are kind of like a big commitment for me just to start out. I don't even know if I like the act of painting a lot. I love painting pottery, so I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm a little nervous, so I didn't want to like commit to a huge one yet. And I saw these really cute little paint by numbers from Michael's with like a cute little gold frame. I was like, okay, give me 14 of them right now for real, because they're so cute and stunning, and I feel like I could handle it if it's like a smaller one. And I had a feeling they sold out. Of course they did, because they're so stinking cute, okay? But they ended up still having a few different options. They didn't have any with a gold frame left, so I ended up getting this one. There's just like 4 different mini canvases, and then you use all the same paint colors, and they kind of just like go together, which I thought would be kind of cute. I just kind of realized the lighting is kind of bad. Maybe I should move you guys. Okay, that's a little bit better, but yeah, I was thinking maybe we could do one of these tonight. I really want to try it out. As you can probably tell too right here, I did have a little incident last night. I hit my head on the edge of our dresser, like really hard, because my phone charger was on the floor and I was like reaching down to get it off the floor, and I just like I whacked it, and oh my gosh, did it hurt. I got like a little scab going right now, but hopefully that heals good. Crossing my fingers. Also, before we start this, I wanted to say, Luke and I watched the Ruby Frankie documentary yesterday. It's only 3 like 50-ish minute episodes on Hulu. Oh my God. It was so good and like well done, but like I don't even want to say that because it was so heartbreaking to watch. I remember when that came out in like 2023 of the story and everything that was happening. It felt so dystopian and so crazy, and it's just such a sad story, but the documentary was so good. And now I want to read Sherry, the oldest sister. She has a memoir that she just came out with recently. I really want to read that or listen to it. The entire story and everything that happened was just so crazy, especially hearing it from the accounts of like the people that were involved in it and like seeing it with their own eyes and experiencing it. Absolutely insane. If you're looking for like a documentary to watch, I highly recommend it. It's a hard watch though, so just know going in that it's a hard one to watch. I'm kind of curious to see how much comes with this kit, so let's see everything you get. Obviously you get all the paints, 2 different paint brushes, so you get like a smaller one for details and then just a flatter one for some of the bigger spaces on the canvases. Comes with this paper which has all of the letters and stuff on it. I don't know, I'm confused. This is kind of what it looks like whenever it's all finished, so that's kind of cool to have. And there's another one kind of like it. This is like a little tips and tricks sheet, which is kind of cool. Definitely gonna be reading up on that, even though I don't normally read directions, if we're gonna be honest. And then it comes with the 4 canvases. Okay, I was honestly kind of confused and thought the canvases didn't actually have like the paint by numbers on them. You had to like transfer this to the canvases somehow, but I think we'll be good. These are so cute and like teensy and tiny, and you get 4 of them, which is really cool. We're only gonna do 1 tonight. I feel like this is a perfect starting point for me with this hobby because there are so many at Michael's that are huge and are so cool because like they come with a way you can put them on your wall, which is awesome, but they're just so intricate, and I feel like I'm just not ready for that level of commitment yet without starting it. So I'm really excited to start. Let's go ahead and start. Yee! I'm so excited. It is a while later, and this is my progress. I definitely still have a lot more to go because it is supposed to turn out like this. So I have a little bit more detailing and stuff to do, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. I feel like as I was doing it, I was learning a few more techniques, like definitely not to use too much paint and just kind of go slow, and you kind of got to go lighter in some areas and stuff than others with like your brushing technique, I guess. I've never really been a painter or artsy person, so it's very weird that as I've gotten older, I've gotten more artsy and craftier. Why did I think that wasn't a word? Craftier? That's a word. Like with my reading journal, with coloring, with this, I feel like this is just so out of my character for what I used to enjoy, especially whenever I was younger. So I'm glad that even though whenever I was younger, I was like, I'm just not an artsy person, like I swore it off, now I am just kind of embracing it. I think I always feel as if everything has to be perfect, but it's just not going to be. And I feel like all that matters, and I feel like I say this with my reading journal all the time, is that I'm enjoying it. And I feel like it was pretty therapeutic too. It's kind of reminding me a lot of coloring. It's just kind of a different thing. And I am really excited to maybe finish this sometime this week while listening to an audiobook or something. Highly recommend if you're looking for a little hobby to do. But I am definitely glad I started with the smaller one, because even that took me quite a while. I think I was here for 2.5-ish hours. I don't know. So I'm glad I didn't go for it and get a big one to start with, because I think I would have been a little too overwhelmed. It is Sunday night, and that means we are watching what show, Luke?
The White Lotus.
How are you enjoying? This feels so like proper or whatever, serious. It's really not. How are you enjoying this season so far?
It's off to a classic White Lotus start. I don't know. We kind of just don't know what is going on at all, really.
Mm-hmm.
The siblings have a weird relationship in this one.
That family is just really, really weird in general.
Yeah.
Like, they give me the ick.
There's definitely something sinister brewing, but we don't have any idea what.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the two guys are, well,
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah, like you did last week. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't, though.
Right. No? Okay.
Yeah, I fell asleep in the middle of the last episode, so we got to finish that one first. And then we'll be starting the newest episode.
Yes.
4 or 3?
3.
Episode 3.
The girls, like the 3 older girls too,
Yes.
they're fake.
Yes. We
like
have a read on them as a gang, but
oh yeah.
I don't know how they interact with everyone else yet.
Oh, there's one character that was in all the other seasons who came back.
Yes.
I am like kind of interested because I feel like they have a lot to do with what was foreshadowed.
Yes, they do. They definitely do.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. But we're going to go ahead and end off the vlog here. We will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye. Love you guys.
Bye. Is that a good transition, or?
No. What's so nervous?
Oh!
It's okay. It's always shocking. Oh. Luke's starting a YouTube channel.
Thumbnail.
Wow, you trapped me real. Burping.
Oh no! Piece of sauce.
Running into the dresser check. Luke being as loud as possible. I'm filming check.
A beautiful woman check.
Beats. Ugh.